Welcome back. So now we want to make our program more efficient. And for this particular test scenario, the efficient way is to use before all and after all. So let's go ahead and do that. Remember the before all and before each or after all and after each is slightly different from each other. In before each, we don't make this method as static, but before all we have to. Same goes for after each and after all. So I will say static void before all. So before any test is executed, this will get executed. And I'm going to cut this initialization and take it and put it here. Perfect. And now we would like to do, so I'm going to also print this message here. And here it will say before all. Then we are going to also do the same thing. And here I have to put an annotation. Don't forget that before all, that's coming from Jupyter. So let's see what it says. Annotations not allowed here because we forgot to give parentheses here. And as soon as we do this, you see we have a problem. And this is typical Java issue. It says non-static field num1 cannot be referenced in the static context. So this is non-static and this is static. We cannot do this by the rules of Java. So we also have to make these variables as static. That's fine. Perfect. Now we have to do this for after all as well. So I'm going to put it here. I'm going to change this name as after all. And these values, I'm going to bring them cut, paste here. So now our test will run exactly same way, but this will be a much more efficient way of writing our test. So let's run it and we will see now our initialization and deinitialization of the variable will only happens once before the test and now. Alright, so we have a problem. Here it says null pointer exception at controller this. So let's go and check what's going on. So here it says null pointer. Let's check why. Why did it go to the null pointer? So we say, okay, here it's a mistake. It should have been after all, not before all. Okay, now if we run this, then our test should pass very nicely and it is also an efficient test scenario or test case. Let's check. So our test passed and you see before all got only once called and after all only once, which means the initialization happened only once and destruction or the deinitialization happened only once. So this is how we should write the test. So now what you can do is you can go ahead and write the test scenarios for other methods as well, like subtract and multiply. So what I would like to do is go ahead and write one more test scenario for this and then we can jump over to our other controller and services that we want to write test cases for. Thank you. Let's continue in the next video.